Welcome to a wash day reset video. My hair is in this half up. It was braid out and I had twisted the front in these nice little loose rope twists here, but it is time to reset this, and I will eventually be doing a braid, but we're gonna start with the wet look. This is what I will use for my first shampoo, and this is what I will use for my second shampoo. This is going to be my mask, and then this is my first layer of leave-in. Back from washing my hair, this is what we are looking like. I have the one layer of the leave-in conditioner in my hair already, and I'm gonna pop the other layer in. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and just try and separate a line down the middle. I've been using the Sulfur 8 medicated shampoo. It does have an interesting smell, but you don't really notice it once the grease has set in. So this has really been helping my scalp not to have dry skin. So I go down the middle, and then I kind of go down the side here. Then I kind of split this. It's good enough. And kind of go down that way. Kind of split this down the middle too. And I'm just greasing along the part lines. And I like to do this before I put the rest of my products in my hair, because that's going to help as I do my hair. The product will just kind of naturally spread. Okay, so that's the front section, and then just kind of off the back, I'm just gonna make a line. Again, apply the grease right at that part at the back, because there's no need to put the grease throughout my whole head. I find if I do that in my hair itself, it doesn't spread well, and then my hair is difficult to work with, which is another reason why I put the grease on after, and I'm just putting it right at my hairline too, because this part gets really dry. I put the grease on after I put in my first layer of conditioner, but before I put my second leave-in in. Okay. Just put it right at the back, and this just stops like the itching. I found this allows me to go up to 2 weeks. Before I was making it 3 days, and then it would start to really bug me. Normally I'm going to be going once a week, but if I blow out my hair, then yeah, 2 weeks. The next leave-in that I'm using is the Proclaim Olive Moisturizing Cream. I really like this. It's a little bit heavier than the Mango Butter leave-in. I don't put this in if I'm going to straighten my hair because it's too heavy for that, but if I'm going to wear like a curly style, especially if I'm putting a gel on top, that's great. And I'm not putting a lot in. This is just kind of like a top layer on top of everything else that I have in, but it just provides just a little bit extra lubrication and protection for my hair. These products also kind of act as a pre-poo, which allows me to go for a whole week and then wash my hair, detangle it in the shower before I shampoo without having to put extra product in. I mean, if it's particularly naughty, I might add a little bit more conditioner, but like I said, this acts like a pre-poo, so I can just get in and do my hair. Last product we're adding is this, because I'm kind of going for the wet look. This also makes my hair nice and easy to comb through when it's time to detangle for next wash day. And something that I've noticed is if I have a soft gel, my hair actually doesn't tangle as much. I watched a video where someone said the hard gels really make your hair tangle up, and that makes so much sense. I'm just kind of running that through here. I'm not really trying to get it perfect or anything. Just enough so it has this nice slipperiness to it. Now this is going to take a long time to dry, but that is actually what we are going for today. Plus, the weather is actually pretty nice, so I have gone back to air drying. It's that time of year. Once it starts to get cold again, I will reintroduce blow drying into my routine, but I'll only be doing it once a week instead of twice, which I was doing until I figured out the grease. Really liking how this is looking. So my hair is good. I am gonna fix up this part a little bit. There we go. Hard to see my part on this camera. I'm not looking in the mirror. And that's basically where I want my hair to be. However, I have a whole bunch of stuff to do before the pictures that I want to have my hair ready for. So, final step before the get ready with me, putting it all into a bun. And you might think a bun it will never dry. That's kind of the point. It'll stay wet for the wet look until I am ready for it. I have to be careful not to do this too often because this twisting motion on wet hair and then leaving it like that, that is very detrimental to the hair if you do it on a daily basis. So this is a very once in a while type of thing. So now my hair is in the spun and it's just going to marinate until I'm ready. And I will come back and show you what I'm doing next. We're almost ready for the final part of what I wanted to do. I've changed my outfit, of course, into this cute little dress. Put on some lipstick here. I've got my earrings. I've got my bracelets. And the last step is this necklace. Keeping all the colors the same. Sometimes I will mix gold and silver, but today I'm keeping it separate. This looks really nice. And then for the final reveal, we take down my hair. And of course, it's still wet. It is still wet and it looks great. And this is the look that I wanted for it because it is the wet look. Just very cute because it's still very wet and it was all compacted. So I'll pop some pictures here at the end of the photos I took. And thanks for watching. I don't want to speak too soon, but this method may have inadvertently given me the softest, most tangle-free hair that I've ever had when I put my hair in this state. So just to recap, I washed my hair, put leave-in in, greased my scalp, put a second leave-in in, put the Design Essentials, had my hair in a bun for like an hour, took it out, let it air dry a little bit. It's still wet on the inside. This is the most incredibly softest my hair has been in its like natural state drying, which is crazy. I just went and been braiding it just to stretch it out a little bit, but we may have cracked the code. We may have cracked the code.